I remember looking back at the days when I started my journey with boxing and how scared I was of actually going to my practice. It's funny to me, right? Throughout the first 2 weeks or the first month of my journey with boxing, I would be scared to walk into the boxing gym because every time I would be thinking to myself, oh yeah, this is gonna be the day where I get punched in the face. And now it's like, now I get beat every day. But yeah, back then I used to actually struggle with that. And as time went on, currently it's been like 6 months since I started boxing, and right now I'm pretty comfortable with it. To me, right now it's an activity like any other, and when I go there, it's like I have fun. It's like I love to get punched. And it's not as difficult as it used to be anymore. However, because it became a routine, because it became something that I was actually more comfortable with, something that I used to do regularly, it stopped to be something that would push me outside of my comfort zone. Do you get what I mean? Stuff that used to be filled with discomforts to us, the more we do it, the more it kind of becomes, the more it gets closer to our comfort zone, right? And this happened to me with a lot of things, this happened to me with weightlifting, this happened to me with cold showers, with boxing, all these type of stuff, Guys on the internet will tell you that, to be on certain movement and to improve your life, you need to lift weights 6 times a week, you need to train martial arts. It's like, sure, these things are fucking great. But then there's a point in time where these things aren't as difficult to you anymore. They become a routine. And for you to not put yourself outside of your comfort zone anymore would be a dumb move to do, my friend. However, this is what most guys do. Most guys on self-improvement, even though they're already doing these amazing habits, and I really want to emphasize that. I'm not saying these habits are bad. Not at all, right? These habits are fucking amazing. But if you're not putting yourself out of your comfort zone because you're thinking to yourself, oh yeah, I already do this, and that. But then these things aren't difficult to you anymore, and you know that. You struggle whilst you're exercising. Yes, you struggle when you get in the face and shit. But then the overall feeling of doing that activity, it's not that scary anymore as it used to be. So for you to not put yourself out of your comfort zone with new activities, it's a dumb move to do, my friend. It's an absolutely stupid blunder to perform, my friend. And this is what I want to warn you about today. Essentially, you need to put yourself out of your comfort zone more. And as I said for the billionth time already, I don't want you to blindly copy and paste the stuff people tell you from the internet. You need to find something that challenges you directly. I remember back when I was 9 or 10 years old, I used to be freakishly scared of spiders. I'm being dead ass serious right now, right? I was unbelievably fucking terrified of spiders, right? Every time I would see one in my room, I would run to the other side of the house and wait for the spider to go away, some shit. I was a bitch, matter of fact. And right now I'm at a stage in which when I see a spider in my room, I can grab that motherfucker by the leg, open up the window, and just yeet that motherfucker out. It doesn't freak me out anymore. It does not freak me out, but most of you guys, you still have those fears, childhood traumas, the stuff that is terrifying to you, but you won't do it anyway because why the fuck would I? What I mean, the things that you should be doing, matter of fact, are the things that really take you far outside of your comfort zone. When was the last time you've cold approached a girl somewhere? When was the last time you raised your hand at class when the teacher asked for the question to a certain equation? You know that feeling, right? You know that feeling when the teacher asks what is the answer to 2 plus 2 minus 2? And you know the fucking answer. You know it deep down, but you're too scared to raise your hand and say it because what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong and everybody around makes fun of me? That is exactly when you fucking force that hand and you start this is when you force yourself to do that shit. This is when you actually want to this is where you actually want to step out of your comfort zone, my friend. You don't want to just copy and paste the stuff that guys tell you on the internet. You're not a guy from the internet. You are you. You are you, my friend, and you have your own fears and your own struggles and your own mistakes that you need to work on. And the best thing you do right fucking now is you look at the things that you are fucking afraid of and you go and fucking attack them. You fucking ambush them. You fucking take over that fear you already have, because guess what? Your self-esteem is gonna improve a lot. I used to think my self-esteem was all right, until I finally started to do the things that I was actually afraid of. And now my perception of myself has completely changed, because now I see myself as the guy who did X, the guy who's not scared of doing this anymore, the guy who did this. And this sounds like some toxic masculinity bullshit if you're not into that topic, but when you actually take a leap of fucking faith and you go out with your out of your bubble. You do something that you're genuinely fucking scared of. You do something that when you get the thought of doing that thing, you would want to do anything but the thing you were thinking about, right? Those are the things you want to fucking tackle. You want to approach that girl you've always wanted to do, but you're too scared to fucking do it. You wanna raise your hand at class when you're scared to ask a question. Like, this is the things that you want to fucking do. The things that deep down you know are terrifying to you. But you will still do it. You still should do those things, even that they're actually terrifying. This is why when you're a skinny guy and you start lifting weights, it's not as difficult for you as if you were a 200-pound obese person. That motherfucker is gonna have to grind for 4 years straight to burn off all of that fat, then bulk back up so he looks a little bit more fat, then cut down again so he's actually a little bit shredded. When a skinny guy starts lifting, most skinny guys, and I'm not talking about like the toothpick guys, all right? Because I was a toothpick too, but I'm talking about the guys who, they don't train any like weightlifting stuff, but they've already done sports a little bit, so it's not like they're completely unathletic. That guy's gonna get an all right physique within a matter of just 6 months. 6 months to a year, he already looks as good as an obese guy who's already been lifting for 4 years. Like, really, really visualize this. Imagine you have this 13-year-old kid who's bragging about how he's like, oh, I go to the gym 6 times a week, I train martial arts twice a week. Yeah, you're a fucking kid. Of course you love to fucking exercise. Of course you love to move your fucking body because you're young, you have no injuries, and you never even experienced what it's like to be in pain. It's pretty ironic and maybe even a little bit delusional for a 16-year-old to say that stuff, but it bulges me so fucking much because that obese guy, he's gonna have it 10 times more harder to get where this guy's at. Okay, life's unfair, right? So, but the point that I'm trying to make is that fat guy, he's actually gonna have to like really step outside of his comfort zone to achieve all of those things. But the skinny guy, to him, it's just another sport. It's another activity he just picked up. It doesn't equal up, my friend. You need to understand this. It doesn't equal up. This skinny guy and this obese guy, they have different struggles. They have different struggles. Like, for this guy, it's gonna be easier to build the physique than this guy because he already has some like starting athleticism. Most of you actually got far more athleticism than you think, but back to the topic. But this guy, on the other hand, he's gonna have some things that he's fucking terrified of doing that this guy can do with ease. And those are the things you need to actually put a shit ton of emphasis on. If you neglect these, and if you actually stay in your little bubble under the illusion of, oh yeah, I'm on self-improvement, I already lived 4 times away, I already do this, and that, you're not actually going to grow. You're not actually going to grow, my friend. Like, the strongest men are built within struggle. The strongest men actually like develop their character when they're doing things that they know they don't want to do it. It's that motherfucker who actually goes to the gym, but he doesn't train until, he doesn't feel like it. It's that motherfucker that goes to complete muscle failure. That's the guy who makes more gains than the guy who just stops when he doesn't feel like pushing anymore. You need to be that guy. You want to push outside of your comfort zone whenever you fucking can. Whenever you fucking can, my friend. You want to be the guy who lives outside of his comfort zone. And you know what's crazy? Yeah? I'm actually going to show you something. Right now. You have a little attention span test. I'm actually looking for a book. There it is. All right, sweet. I'm pretty sure if you know a guy by the name of fucking Hamza Ahmed, I'm pretty sure you've already seen this book before. If you haven't seen it, then like, what the fuck are you doing? But there's this one chapter, right? Lean just beyond your edge. Like, I don't want to read it out to you right now, but you get a general idea. This is in the very first chapter of The Way of the Superior Man. This is one of the first things you need to fucking understand before you even get to the rest of the book. You need to live beyond your fucking edge because that's when you're gonna make the most growth, my friend. I really hope you found this. I really hope my perspective has influenced you a little bit and you actually started to look things from a different point of view. Long story short, I hope you watched the video. I hope you actually enjoyed the video. If you want to talk to me directly and you want to hang around an amazing community of guys who are also on self-improvement and are also striving to live a life worth living, join our Discord, brother. Join our Discord and I promise you, you will not regret it, my friend. But yeah, if not, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff if you want to. I'm not going to force you to do anything. Do whatever you feel like is right. I'll see you in the next one.